Have you ever wondered, are we alone in the universe? Well, if rumors are to be believed, we might not be. Yep, cause SpaceX may have just spotted alien life right over Hawaii. What is it with these aliens in the tropics? Well, something truly breathtaking was seen swirling in the sky. It was caught on video by the Subaru Asahi Star camera. The telescope is mounted on the top of Mauna Kea, a dormant volcano in Hawaii, and it is operated by the National Astronomical Observatory of Japan. On January 18th, the telescope saw the flying blue whirlpool shape and tweeted out the details a day later. I mean, the unimaginable vastness of space does indicate that we might not be alone after all. The video was wild. You could see a small white object that flew across the night sky. It then widens and transforms into a spiral while traveling, and then it changes to a ring shape before fading away. The telescope's YouTube channel, yes, it has its own channel, said that the event was first noticed by a live stream viewer who then brought it to the staff's notice. The live stream is run jointly by a Japanese newspaper company, Asahi Shimbun, and the telescope. Do you know what else happened the same day? SpaceX launched a satellite too. Elon Musk's company was putting a global positioning satellite into orbit. That happened at exactly 7:24 a.m. They used a Falcon 9 rocket to do so, which was launched from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station located in Florida. Coincidence? I don't think so. Experts believe that the spiraling phenomenon was caused due to SpaceX's launch. Musk has done some weird stuff in the past, but is he actually trying to contact aliens now? Honestly, I wouldn't put it past him. The man is trying to establish a community on Mars after all, but this isn't it. I'm pretty sure this wasn't aliens, or Elon trying to contact them somehow. At least I think so, because it has happened before. This hasn't been the first time that a SpaceX launch has created mysterious shapes in the sky. Last year in June, a similar swirling object was seen above New Zealand. That too was observed on the same day as the launch of another Falcon 9 rocket from the very same location in Florida. And a couple of months before that, another launch in April caused the Subaru telescope to capture similar images above Hawaii. But there's got to be an explanation for this, right? Absolutely. Scientists to the rescue once again. They claim that these spirals are caused by frozen rocket fuel that's ejected during the launch. You see, the rocket, after separating from its first stage, uses an engine to reposition itself. This is done so that the satellite it's carrying can be deployed in the correct orbit. Then any remaining fuel on the rocket is vented out. As this is happening, the rocket starts spinning up too. And so the whirlpool or spiral of crystals made by frozen fuel are lit up by the sunlight. Fascinating, right? Well, at least to the science geeks like me, but spiraling images aren't the only ones seen after such launches. Sometimes you see a jellyfish. No, I'm not kidding. Jellyfish might be a common sight for those of you living near the coast of Florida, but in May 2022, if you were watching SpaceX's launch, you might remember something spectacular: the space jellyfish. And as much as I would like to think of it like some alien species, it's not. It's actually an ethereal cloud of gases that are illuminated by the sunlight, and it happens before the darkness, before dawn, or after dusk. The sky might be completely dark, but as the rocket soars across the sky, it leaves behind a trail of gases. The sun's rays shine upon the trail, and the effect caused resembles the bell and tentacles of a jellyfish. Really cool, right? Of course, the effect varies depending on where you are standing while viewing the phenomenon. For the particular incident in May 2022, some people only saw a silver streak cross the sky, while others saw something that looked like a brightly colored cloud. Space jellyfish may just be a phenomenon, but did you know that actual jellyfish have been to space? Sounds crazy, but it's true. In 1991, NASA sent thousands of them into space packed into the Space Shuttle Columbia. It was done to study how they would react to microgravity. NASA did some wacky stuff back in the day, but SpaceX has taken over now, and they're doing even crazier stuff. Did you guys know that in 2021 they started launching huge batches of satellites into orbit? Musk wants to connect the world using a global high-speed internet network. That sounds suspiciously like something a supervillain would do. You never know with this guy. Anyway, the project was named Starlink, and experts believe that this effort could put Earth on the radar of any aliens that might be observing the galaxy. No matter how busy our streets look today on a galactic scale, we haven't even left a a single fingerprint. So Elon's ring of satellites around the planet might make someone notice that we exist. SpaceX has planned to launch around 12,000 satellites by 2030 and up to 40,000 going forward. Zaza Osmanov, a professor of astrophysics, believes that the Starlink network might become visible around 800 years from now. So no need to panic, guys. The aliens aren't coming anytime soon. But SpaceX's Starlink is our very first megastructure, and this might just make us a Type 1 civilization on the Kardashev scale, which will make us a planetary species. Type 1 civilizations, by definition, can harness all of the energy falling on the planet from their parent star. That we haven't been able to do yet. Right now we're 0.7 according to Professor Osmanov, and it might just take us around 1,000 years just to get to that point. Type 2 is a stellar civilization, meaning that they can utilize all of the energy from their parent sun, and Type 3, the galactic civilization, can use all the energy in the galaxy. As immense as it sounds, it might become a possibility someday. But for now, that just sounds too far off at the moment. While SpaceX may be taking the right steps in moving us forward, it is also causing some concerns, especially to the environment and around the world. Last year, an alien obelisk was discovered in the middle of Australia. This caused concerns with the local population as well as the Australian Space Agency. Why? Because it wasn't alien at all. It was a piece of debris from a SpaceX Dragon capsule, which re-entered Earth's atmosphere sometime before the alien obelisk was discovered. Finding a piece of space debris on land is pretty rare. They mostly land on the ocean, but experts are claiming that these instances are now increasing. Of course, this is directly related to the increasing number of space launches each year. Something's bound to return, and the worst part of it is that it's almost impossible to predict. Even with today's technology, you don't know when or where the space junk is going to fall. And even if the debris doesn't fall, it stays somewhere around Earth's orbit. And accumulated over time, this amount becomes really considerable, meaning that after causing pollution on the planet, we are now responsible for causing it around it as well. This hinders our ability to observe the night sky as we used to a few years ago, and it's expected to worsen over the years as space agencies continue launching more stuff outside the planet. There are international guidelines and rules for everyone to follow, but someone has to enforce it as well. Let's just hope we can clean up our home before our alien guests show up. That's been all on the latest on the mysterious whirlpool above Hawaii. See you in the next one.